welcome to Sintonizar Productions. Just kidding. But I wanted to give you guys a better tour than what I've done in the past using the good camera. I know one of you guys out there like, oh, looks like you were tired and lazy on this one. You're right, usually I am, but I'm gonna give you a good one, so enjoy. We'll start off over here. This is Ted. We haven't used Ted in any videos yet, but he might get his shining moment. This is our hat rack, or rack of hats. On top we have a Russian cap, very warm. They use these in the winter a lot. See why? We have a gray fedora. This is an original fedora, or well, the real one. And then we also have a bag full of these fake ones. Let me try to get one of those out for you. Party Halloween lined fedoras for our Shiner series. And the bag, the canvas sandbag that you guys have seen in the past 2 episodes. We also have a bunch of side caps. This is an original one from World War II. And these, I'm assuming, are from World War II, but these are all originals as well. And we have a Flyers cap, or Flyers hat. They would use these in the bomber planes back when the Air Force was still Army owned. We have a British cap, a trench cap from World War I. We have a German M43 field cap. It's got some here, insignia right here. And we have just a plain M43, no insignia. We have a early war side cap. You can see the insignia here and here for the here. And we have an SS NCO cap, because it doesn't have the officer lanyard thingamajigger that goes on there. Then we have another Russian hat down here as well. And now after I knock all these hats off, I don't think I missed any. Oh, I missed one. I gotta get it. Got this SS M43 cap. Little camel thing. Alright, moving up top, we have our box of fun and box of not so fun. Box of fun, we have most of our winter items, such as leather gloves, toques for the Germans when it gets cold. We got some wool caps in here, Jeep cap, some more toques, another wool cap, more leather gloves, more leather gloves. I see a common theme here. We have some wool gloves. And that's about it for that one. In our box of not so much fun, we have some Italian helmet covers. Really, they're just hoods. We have some SS helmet covers. More SS helmet covers. Apparently we have a police cap in there. We got some winter camo for helmet covers. We have some American netting and German netting for helmets. Another SS cover. Some more netting for German helmet. We have a World War II Marine Pacific helmet cover. We use that in one film, but we don't really have any oceans or jungles available. We have some helmet screw for doing either British or US airborne paratrooper helmets. So I'm going to fill that in there and we'll move below. Alright, so we have it organized: American helmets and German helmets. You probably can't see it, but down here is Russian helmets. We got a bunch of M1 helmets. This one is an Austrian, oh no, my bad. This one's a Vietnam era helmet. This one's a little shot up. You've seen that in a few films. We have a Vietnam one underneath there as well. And then we have an Austrian helmet. You can see it's got a weird, dinky, unique liner in there. And then we have our 2 reproduction helmets with the beat up helmet nut, and then the liners repeated ink too. So we have 6 M1 helmets. I don't have 2 of my German helmets because those are in a box right now if you're doing a film. But here is a Finnish helmet. You can see the liner is weird and the chin strap does too. And we have 2 of these plastic ones as well with the makeshift liner in there. And a Splinter camo helmet cover. Here's what it looks like without a cover. Down below, after I move this plastic motor out of the way, we have Czech helmet. We use this in place of our Russian helmets. We got a replica Russian helmet. We have a Polish helmet. You guys saw this in our Polish film. And then we have a beat up Czech helmet. We also have, apparently I tried to make a Doughboy helmet. The safari hat from a party store. We got a German helmet from World War I, a German style helmet. This one is from World War Supply. It had a little factory defects, but we still like it, so that's why we got it. We also got a few Doughboy helmets. This one is an American one, I believe. It's just the shell. And this one is a Dutch one. Now let's move on to our equipment rack. Okay, this is our World War II field gear rack. I don't really know where to start on this, so I'm just going to start digging. Here we have a cartridge belt. This one's not a very good reproduction because the pouch is here kind of square. The normal ones are triangle. Got an original canteen on there, original shovel cover, and we have a refill. This may be an original first aid pouch. We got a drop pouch for ammunition. We use this one for the Sergeant Refresher in our Bloody First series. Hayden's always the one wearing that. Here we have a Thompson reproduction pouch from World War Supply, an original belt, an original shovel cover, an original canteen cover, a reproduction first aid kit and pouch, and this carpet pouch as well, which I believe is original. A very good reproduction. Here we have another M1 Grand belt. This one's a reproduction from World War Supply. We have a reproduction bayonet and scabbard. We have a reproduction, or either really good reproduction or an original pouch for what I believe to be a grenade, rifle grenade pouch, original canteen and cover, reproduction pouch, first aid pouch, and then again that reproduction belt. And we got another reproduction belt, a original cover and canteen, original shovel cover, reproduction first aid pouch. Then we have 2 of these set bags for airborne impressions or maybe a medic. If I can get to this one, this is our medic yoke and medic bags. We got some medical supplies in there right now, as well as a first aid cross, a red cross that they would wear on their shoulders, or one arm of the other. Here's it. We got 2 canteens. These are all original with original covers, and this belt is reproduction. And here's the other pouch. We also got these haversacks, but I don't really like them that much. The color just seems off. We have 3 of those, and then a few of them we have mess kits and tins. So over to this side, this is our German side. Here we have some MP40 pouches and a bread bag. And I still use our East German belts because that's a little callback to our humble beginnings. We got 2 sets of German Y straps towards the later war. And we also have 2 MP44 pouches. We have a toolkit, machine gunner's toolkit, and also an MG42 belt. And packed away I have our R98 kit. It's got 2 pouches, a rifle grenade pouch, as well as a bread bag. And then we have our green MP40 pouches as well packed away for a future film. Here we have our Russian kit. So we use post-war pouches still, but they do the trick. Now this is just an American cavalry holster for 1911. And here's the other belts for the Russian gear. And we also have Russian belts with a PPSH pouch and this pistol holster. We also have about 5 or 6 of these as well, these bandoliers for the Americans. Alright, let's move on. And these are racks of clothing. Starting over here, we have some Shadowland stuff. I'm not going to take that out. You guys have seen that before. Over here, we have all our modern warfare military uniforms. Really, all just my uniforms, but we're repurposing them. So that comes with combat tops, combat pants, different uniforms. I'm not going to take those out either. Then over here, we have our Russian gear. So we got some check trousers. These will be nice for the winter films, which is coming up. We have some Russian trousers, some Soviet trousers. These are actually from the 1980s, I believe, but they look just the same. Then we have the 1980s tunic. It's not exact, but it does the trick for what we need it for. We also have this Russian tunic. This is a female one. We do a female actor for our upcoming Russian series, Natalia, which is a sniper series, and also it comes with the Palatka with the red star. So put that away. Another tunic. So it has shoulder boards and also a Palatka. Put that back up there. We have our sniper camo, or their reconnaissance scouts used to wear this type of camo too. So these are the pants for it. And we have a smock, or the jacket for it, which has a humongous hood, as you can see, because this is the hood, and this is where the shoulders are, so it's very big. And I can't ever remember what these are called, but this is the ponchos, the green ponchos that you see them wearing. We have 2 of those. Moving on, we have our Shiners gear. So we got suits, pants, and shirts. Over here we have our just assorted different kind of trench coats and stuff. So this is a British trench coat. Pull that out. It's a little beat up, but we got it for a good price, so I can't complain. Then we have I believe it's a Korean War trench coat, as well as this Hungarian trench coat, I believe. Back here, hiding in the shadows, we have our Ike jacket and pants. So our dress uniform from World War II, with the lapel pins, the ribbons, and a marksmanship badge. Also, there is a infantry cap in here as well, side cap. We also have our airborne kit tucked away. We have a M42 top with a Screaming Eagle patch, as well as the M42 bottom. To see these, probably around June, we'll do an airborne film. And we also have 3 overcoats, which will be coming in handy because it is going to be winter time soon. So look for these in bulge films, where we do a few of those. Next we have our M43 field jackets. I think this one's an original. It looks pretty original. And then we also have a Korean War one up here that we're gonna use as well. We also have this tanker jacket. You might recognize it. Brad Pitt was wearing it in the movie Fury. Not this one, just the type of jacket. Common for tankers. We also have 4 M41 field jackets. This is the one that the sergeant uses in the Bloody First. We did a weathering job on this, so it looks all beat up and nasty. Next we have 2 wool shirts in 1936. And this one, I think it's original because it has a gas flap. We have 2 of those. I believe they're both original. Then we have 2 of these fleece ones. One of them's from at the front, and I believe this one might be as well. This one's from at the front. I'm not sure about this one, but it has the 1st Infantry Division patch on there as well. Moving on, we have 2 khaki ones. These can put under the dress uniforms, or this is just their Class B uniform. This one is a private, probably private first class at the time, which the 3rd Army patch on there. Moving on, we have 3 pairs of HBT trousers. This one's a bloody one that the sergeant wears in the Bloody First. We also have 2 pairs of Korean wool trousers. We usually stand-in for the trousers, the mustard wool ones. We have 1 mustard trouser that we use. There's a noticeable color difference, but on camera you can't tell much. We also have this stand-in wool trouser as well. Next, moving on to our German gear. We have some German white pants. We have some SS camo, some oak pattern trousers. We have some West German trousers that we use for our extra Germans. And we have some, these is our M43 or M41 or M40. I've added trousers for the Germans with some suspenders. We have some shirts, undershirts that we wear under there. Here is our SS jacket, or SS tunic. It has a eagle here for their sleeve. No rank insignia, the SS. Then we have some West German jackets with insignia as well. We have some white German camo for winter films, bulge films, you see that. We have our various here. Here's a splinter camo smock, and I think a rain smock or a marsh smock. Here we have an oak camo SS smock, a plane tree smock, a blurred edge smock, and another plane tree smock. We also have a SS mantle. This one's in nice condition. Moving on. Alright, down here is our rack of boats. We have some Kikoran jump boots for our airborne paratrooper impression. We have some double buckle boots for our late war U.S. infantry GI impressions. It's also where we keep all our leggings. You can see right here we have like 5 pairs of those. Down here we have some rough out stand-ins. I still need to dub a few of those, as well as some early war stand-ins. Some shiner shoes. Here we have some Russian boots, some short cut-off boots. All the jack boots and Russian boots are put away for a film that is coming up. And we also have German leggings as well. We have 3 pairs of those in various shades of green. Alright, so I know this is the moment you've all been waiting for. The weapons. And I'm not going to show everyone, because we have a lot of them. But since this one's staring me in the face, we'll look at this one. This is our MP40. We have 2 of these. The stock comes out, folds. And this is all plastic. And I don't think I'll be able to get it close enough to show you, but there's some detailing that we did with silver spray paint. This one you can get from Airsoft Mega Store for the low price of $10 if I can ever get the magazine back in there. But yeah, this is very good if you're on a budget, and it's the same size. It's MP40. It's pretty light, so if you break it, you won't be sad. It's also $10, so this is our MP40. Moving on, we have our K98, Car 98, Carbiner 98. This one is a Deniks replica, made of metal and wood, and we have an original sling attached as well. And I went in and sanded down the metal to give it a weathered look, as well as darkening the wood, because Deniks has kind of an awful reddish stain on there. So this one looks a little better now that I did the weather process. We also have 2 M1 carbines, however you want to say it, with a reproduction pouch on there, and a reproduction sling, and a oiler, which are all from World War Supply. So this is plastic. This one is from a Beak. Pretty sure they're sold out, so if you're looking to buy one, you're probably not going to find it. This one is about $60. We have 2 of those. We also have 2 of these bad boys, which is our M1 Grams, which are also made of metal from Deniks. They do the same process of sanding down the metal to get that nice wear and tear to it, as well as darkening the wood. I put a reproduction sling from World War Supply on it, as well as 30-06 ammo and clips. Or end blocks. Bad thing is they won't pop out of here and make that fun ding that everybody likes. Or the pain. So we have 2 of those. We also have this 1911, which I also did the sanding down of. You'll see this in shiners, as well as in any upcoming World War II films. It's a possibility of seeing that. We also have 2 Thompson submachine guns. I did the same process of darkening the wood, as well as sanding on the metal. This paint was pretty dark, so it's hard to do any sanding on it, or much sanding on it, with a reproduction sling from World War Supply. I also have an STG 44 or an MP 44. You guys have seen this before, but I did the same thing. Darken the wood and sanded down the metal to give it a nice warm metal look to it. And it's just a crappy reproduction sling from Deniks. you guys have any questions where to find these, comment below and I'll get back to you. This one's a PPSH from Evique. This was a boneyard buy, so it's cheaper than what you normally get. And this one didn't come with a trigger or trigger guard, and I got an original sling on there too. So. You probably aren't going to find this one. These are really hard to find now, especially the Deniques ones. So just keep your eyes out if you're looking to purchase one. We also have 5 German grenades, or stick grenades, potato mashers. This one is our metal copy. It's kind of beat up. We have 2 of these. This one gets thrown around quite often. And we just recently found these wooden ones. So they're made of all wood. They don't come apart, but they look very good for the price that they were. Okay. See if I missed any on the German World War II side. Alright, I'll dig into some of the modern weapons. I won't go into too much detail, but we have a MP5 made out of plastic. This is an airsoft version. We have a few of these M4s. We have 2 of those. These are also plastic. Way back here, we have some more M4s. And I suppose I'll show you the few other weapons that we're working on. So here we have another M4. We got 2 of these. This one's in the process of being painted. That's why it looks kind of goofy. And the last one I will show you is the sniper rifle, which is also going to get a camo job. And this is also a soft rifle. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any questions, comment below. And other than that, stay tuned.